In 2024, there are baseball programs all over the country, softball programs all over the country. Some of them are legit. Some of them are an absolute joke and a farce. If you live in the Northeast area and you're driving 3 hours to practice and play on a team because of their name, and you then find out you're on their 4th or 5th team at that age bracket, it's a joke. They're stealing your money. I beg you to go for a tryout. Ask the truth. Ask the truth, wanting to hear the truth from somebody you trust and somebody that you know you could rely on. Ask them what my son or daughter lacks. Ask them what they're missing in their game and why they're not on the number 1 team. Why are they on the 4th or 5th team? Normally, the 3rd, 4th, and 5th team at an age bracket is financially supporting the number 1 national team to be able to go all over and travel all over the country and put up sexy videos of those D1 commits when the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th team aren't getting any exposure because the kids that are traveling 3 hours to play on these unbelievable teams wouldn't make a team in their own neighborhood. That sound funny? That smell weird? It smells weird to me. If I cut a kid in Westchester and he drives to Philadelphia to make a team, something's wrong there. If we cut a kid in the Northeast and all of a sudden they're playing on some travel team in Florida, something doesn't sound right to me. In our little fishbowl of the Northeast, we see really, really good baseball and softball players. But if you're not good enough in your own neighborhood, why do you think traveling to a different state with a different color uniform, with a different named team is making the difference in your child's play? What is my child doing wrong? What does my child need? What do you see as a professional coach to help my child? As a parent, those are things I wanted to know. In today's day and age, parents don't want to hear what they don't want to hear. In my program, we have 1 team per age group. You're either good enough to make it or you're not, and I'm sorry about that. We give every athlete up until the age of 13 to learn the game, decide what their work ethic is going to be, work on fundamentals. From there on, we start to really train these kids. Yes, this is a business. I get it. I could have multiple teams at every age group. I choose not to because every night when I go home, I have to look in the mirror and know that I'm doing right for every kid in my program. So when we have 9 seniors and 8 of them commit, I know we did the right thing for them. I'm not sending my kids states away where it's an absolute farce and they get a T-shirt and they get a D schedule to play on a D team under a name that is meaningless. Yes, the number 1 team in that program, phenomenal, national. And that happens in most cases. And I don't care, I'm not going to start naming programs, but every program has 1 phenomenal team. Everything else is eyewash. Okay, if you don't know what the term eyewash means, it's fake, it's fraudulent, it's drippy swag with nothing to back it up. For me, I want to know exactly where my kid is. How do you see my kid? Now, again, you may not trust, my professionalism. That's fine. Find someone that you do. Ask someone to be honest and truthful with you. Like I've said so many times before, every kid's not going to be a doctor. Every kid's not going to be a lawyer. Every kid is not going to be a baseball or softball player. But these are the things that I tell you I see as deficient in your son or daughter's work ethic, their swing, their throwing mechanics, maybe their diet, maybe they're not sleeping well. That's my job, to help you set and achieve real goals, realistic goals for every athlete that walks into my program. I have never once promised a scholarship, D1, D2, D3, including my children. My son and I, my youngest son, sat in Boston in a break one time in the middle of a huge college showcase. And he looks me in the eye and he goes, "Daddy, do you think I'm going to play college baseball?" And I looked right back in his face and I said, "Brett, you have everything it takes. That's on you. You're going to figure this out. You're going to decide how bad you want it. You're going to decide how hard you're going to work on this. Either you're going to make it happen or you're not." Straight up, no nonsense. Ask for the truth, but be prepared for what you hear. Thank you.